Hello everybody and welcome to Written in Blood. My name is John. It's Saturday. I'm in the house alone. I have a few hours before I have to go to work. I'm bored, so I figured I would make a video. So today is going to be part 3 of my horror movie soundtrack collection video. This will be the final part for now. I may do update videos if I get any more soundtracks. Or I may just include the soundtracks in with like book hauls and stuff like that too. So let's go ahead and get underway. I think I've got about 14 this time out, maybe 14 or 15 movie soundtracks. So first up, this is from The Conjuring. And apologize for the glare there. There we go, trying to get that off of that. Okay. And the music for this is by Joseph Bishara. One little thing about Joseph Bishara is that in a lot of the Conjuring universe films, he plays a part in the films also. He was the red-faced demon in Insidious. I believe he was Bathsheba in The Conjuring. And then there's other parts that he's played also. So yeah, he doesn't just do the music, he does other stuff as well. He acts in these movies too, or he appears in them. So there you go. Okay. And next up, this one's a really good soundtrack. It's got that kind of it goes really well with the movie. I'm talking about for It Follows. And it goes really well with the movie because it's just like really hectic, like you're being pursued. I'm not really sure how to describe it, but it just fits so well with the theme of the movie. And the music for that is by Disaster Piece. All right. Okay, and this next one, I know you guys have heard me talk about this one quite a bit. It is absolutely one of my favorite movies of all time, and I just knew that I had to get the soundtrack to it too. It's a very sparse soundtrack. It's not it's not really big and bombastic, but it's just creepy, very creepy, especially toward the end. And I'm talking about for The Witch. All right, and there we go. Sorry. Like a shadow right there. Okay, sorry about that. That's for The Witch. And the music for this is by Mark Corvin. All right. And continuing along with movies about witches, this is kind of a, well, it is. It's pretty much a modern day witch movie. And it didn't dawn on me that that's what it was while I was watching it. I had to go back and watch it again. And I do want to see it again. I actually love this movie. I'm talking about The Neon Demon. And yes, this is a horror movie. It is a very polished, very stylish horror movie, but it is a horror movie. And the music is by Cliff Martinez. And of course, it's directed by Nicholas Winding Refn. Or Refn, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Somebody help me there. So yeah, it's The Neon Demon. And this one here is this is one of my all-time favorite horror movies. And this is like a special edition release, but this is for Don't Look Now. And the music is by Pino Donaggio, who also did the music for The Howling. And I think I have something else that he did the music for as well. I know he did it for The Howling. I just can't remember what the other one is. Anyway, this is Don't Look Now. If you have not seen Don't Look Now, then by all means see Don't Look Now, because it's just absolutely fantastic. It's just an excellent horror movie. It's a slow burn, and do not let anybody tell you what the movie is about because they will completely spoil it for you. So if you want to see the movie, don't let anybody spoil it. And that's Don't Look Now. Okay. This is the very first soundtrack I bought when I started collecting horror movie soundtracks. And that is for It. Again, I apologize for the glare. And like I said, I'm not sure where that shadow is coming from. But the music for this was a 2-disc. It was 2 discs. But anyway, the music is by Benjamin Wildfish. And it's really good. So if you haven't heard it, do you ever like sit in movies? Do you ever like watch movies and you kind of start hearing the music and you kind of just start to listen to the music and see how it fits with the movie and stuff? I think he did a great job with this. Okay, and here's one for music that is just as creepy as the movie was. A lot of people hated the movie. I don't know why. One person said they thought it was a comedy, which I think is completely ridiculous. It's not a comedy, and anybody who watches the movie should know that. Anybody in their right mind should know it. But the music for Hereditary is really creepy, and it can get really like just almost. It's almost like a jump scare. Let me see, who's the music by? Colin Stetson. Anyway, this is Hereditary. Okay. And next up, this one is really a big surprise to me. I really enjoyed the fact that I was able to get a hold of this movie because of this soundtrack, because I really loved the movie. I love the premise of the movie and everything. And I'm talking about A Quiet Place. And this is by Marco Beltrami. And he's done a lot of soundtracks. Anyway, it's really, whenever the scenes, like there's the really exciting scenes when they're trying to run from the monsters, or either, their monsters are chasing them or whatever, really effective, really tense scenes with the music. So yeah, it's a Quiet Place. And then I got Halloween, and this is the update. This is the one that came out. Was it 2017 or 2018? And it's a direct sequel to the first Halloween. It's like they just took all the other movies and they just said, let's just scrap those, forget about those. They never existed. This is the sequel to the original Halloween. The music on it is by John Carpenter, Cody Carpenter, and I believe Daniel Davies. Davies or Davis? Davies. All right. And it's really good. It's got, of course, that Halloween theme, that I think, I'm doing terrible with that. But anyway, thank you for indulging me. All right. This one here is one that is a definite remake. And it's one of those that has people really divided. If you love the original film, then most people that have seen it hate this movie. I saw the original movie, unpopular opinion. I thought this one was really great too. And I'm talking about the movie Suspiria. And here's the soundtrack by Thom Yorke. And of course, if you're a Radiohead fan, Thom Yorke is the lead singer and songwriter for the band Radiohead. But yeah, I like this. I like Suspiria, the remake. And I love Suspiria, the original too. I mean, don't get me wrong, but the remake was just, I don't know. It's the same movie, but it's just told in a different way, I guess you could say. And I enjoyed it. So yeah, this is for Suspiria by Thom Yorke. Okay, and next up, I've got two more. Just two more, trust me. Next up, I have talked about this show so many times on this channel, how I think it is an absolute masterpiece of horror television. There was no way I was not going to get the soundtrack to this television show or this series. And of course, I'm talking about the Haunting of Hill House. And this, of course, was done by the Newton Brothers. Yeah, and it's awesome. It's just an awesome soundtrack, If you're like me and you like to listen to horror movie music and stuff, this is one that's definitely a must-have. Personally, I think. So yeah. Anyway, The Haunting of Hill House. And last but not least, since I have the soundtrack to It Chapter 1, it only goes to show you that I should get the soundtrack to It Chapter 2. And it's by the same guy, Benjamin Wallfish. And it's just as good. I mean, don't get me wrong, the movie, this Chapter 2 of the movie was not quite as good as the first movie. But I still liked it, and I still like the soundtrack quite a bit too. All right. Okay, and that's going to do it. That is my part 3, my final horror movie soundtrack collection video. Till I get more, and what I'll do is probably accumulate more and just do a big kind of like a soundtrack haul video, I guess you could say, the way I do book haul videos. And I understand. I know that a lot of people aren't tuned into these kind of videos. It's kind of something I do for myself, and I know there are people out there that do like them. Just like the thing with my horror movie collection videos that I do. I don't get a lot of views on those, and I understand that. You know, I'm beginning to understand, and that's okay. I mean, it's fine. I do these for me, and I do them for a select few people that enjoy them. So that being said, have a great weekend. I think it's daylight saving time this weekend. So was it spring forward? Yeah, I think you spring forward. So the clocks are going ahead an hour. Don't forget to do that. Thank you for watching. I'm going to shut up now and say goodbye or bye-bye. Goodbye's too final.